Jefferson County Court of Law number 2 is back in session. The court is in session in cause number 23 CCCR 2282. Case is style of state of Texas versus William Ray Portier. Let the record reflect that Mr. Portier is present in court with his attorney, Attorney Wright Kimler. Let the record also reflect that the state is present with Assistant Criminal District Attorneys, Attorney Samuel Maseratian and Attorney Farrah Nixon. At this time, the jury is not present in the courtroom. Ms. Bailiff, could you please bring the jury into the courtroom?
Yeah.
Everyone, please stand as jury in. You can sit there. You can sit in any one of the chairs. You might be seated. Jefferson County Court of Law number 2 is back in session. The court is in session in cause number 23 CCCR 2282. Case of style of the state of Texas versus William Ray Portier. I'll let the record reflect that Mr. Portier is present in court with his attorney, Attorney Wright Kimler. State is present with Assistant Criminal District Attorneys, Attorney Samuel Maseratian and Attorney Farrah Nixon. Let the record also reflect that the jury is now present and seated in the court. State, would you like to present the information?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Portier, would you please stand?
In the name by the authority of the state of Texas comes now the undersigned Assistant Criminal District Attorney of Jefferson County, Texas, on behalf of the state of Texas, and presents into the County Court of Law of Jefferson County, Texas, that in Jefferson County, Texas, William Ray Portier, hereinafter styled the defendant, heretofore on or about April 10th, 2023, did then and there intentionally, knowingly, or recklessly cause bodily injury to Jason Warden by striking Jason Warden about the head and body with said defendant's hand against the peace and dignity of the state.
And Mr. Portier, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
Okay, you may have your seat. State, would you like to make an opening statement? Okay, you may proceed.
Good morning. How y'all doing? Okay, it's June, so a lot of people aren't thinking about the end of the year. I'm thinking about the holidays. I'm thinking about Christmas. I'm thinking about Thanksgiving. But I'm just gonna share a little thing, is that my mother makes the best beef rolls in the world, and she makes them every Thanksgiving. And she makes them so that, she makes enough of them that so that everyone can eat some and take them home, because they're everyone's favorite. And I come from a large family, so she's making probably about 150 beef rolls. It's labor of love. The reason I bring that up is that lawyers are not just, well, prosecutors are not just lawyers, they're not attorneys. They're also going to be educators, because there are things that we need to teach you about what's going on so that you can make an educated guess. Or not guess, that's what an educated decision whenever it's time to kind of make a decision. Okay. And one of the ways that we teach people something is through analogies. And so the analogy I'm going to use here, mentioning my mother's roles, is a recipe. And so you see the state has to prove certain elements of the offense. Or trying to prove assault and causing bodily injury. And if you look up on the screen, these are the elements the state needs to prove. And these are the ingredients into our recipe. We need to prove that in Jefferson County, Texas, the defendant, Mr. Portier, on or about a certain day, April 10th, 2023, intentionally knowing or recklessly cause bodily injury to another person. In this case, it's going to be Jason Morgan. Okay. So first, I'm going to introduce you to the people that are involved in this case. You're going to have Mr. Warden, who lives at 414 Lofton in Port Neches, Texas. He lives in that home with his girlfriend, Michelle Portier, and her son, Parker Portier, which is also the defendant's son. So these guys live all in the same house. And the state's going to present evidence that on April 10, 2023, that the defendant, Mr. Portier, went to 414 Lofton Street, or Lofton in Port Neches, Texas, and he went up to the door. He pushed the door, it was open, because Miss Warden had looking at him, and he went up to the door, pushed the door open. It hit Mr. Warden. Mr. Warden fell down. The defendant then drug him across the floor, hit him into 2 chairs, and hit him. It was 3 or 4 times, causing pain, swelling. So those are the facts that we need to prove as far as prove bodily injury. Bodily injury is, like we said in Ward R, that it can be pain. That this caused pain, swelling, cuts, bleeding. So the evidence we're going to bring to prove these elements are going to be, we're going to have photographs of the scene, photographs of Mr. Warden's injuries. We're going to have police testimony and body-worn camera from the police to show the investigation. And the state's going to use this evidence to prove the recipe of our case. We're going to prove the recipe of our case. And if the state can prove each one of these elements, each one of these ingredients were put into this recipe of assault and bodily injury, then if we prove it beyond reasonable doubt, like they said, they didn't define that. It's going to be common sense in your life experiences. You're going to make the decision for yourself, each one of you. And if the state can prove beyond reasonable doubt that each one of these elements was present, then we're going to ask you to return a verdict of guilty for assault and bodily injury against the defendant, William Portier. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Kimler, would you like to have an open statement, or would you like to reserve it? Reserve it? Okay. At this time, state, would you like to call your first witness? Okay. Do we have any witnesses in the courtroom?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. You can call your first witness.
I vote. State calls Officer Dew to the stand.
Okay.
Dew, Officer Dew.
Officer Duke.
Yeah, he's in the witness.
Officer Duke, would you please come forward? Officers, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
You may put your hand down. You can take the witness stand. You can adjust the seat and the mic.
Please state your full name for the record.
My name is Bryce Dew.
Bryce Dew, how are you doing today, Mr. Dew?
Good.
Or what do you do for work?
I'm a police officer for Texas.
Good, were you doing that for work on April 10th, 2023?
I love.
What are your duties as a police officer?
Well, I'm a patrolman, typically make traffic stops, sending answer calls for service, and whether that be at people's houses or at the police department.
So you respond to calls, if somebody calls 911, you'd be one of the first people to get there.
Yes, sir.
I'm showing you now what's been marked as State's Exhibit 1. Would you please, tell the jury what we're looking at here?
This is a thumb drive that appears to be my body worn. Video from my body worn camera.
Have you watched that recording?
I have.
And was this recording prepared on a device that is capable of making accurate recordings? And this was recorded on your body worn camera.
Yes, sir.
Are you a competent operator of that device?
Yes, sir.
And is this recording a fair and accurate copy of the events or conditions recorded?
Yes.
And has the recording been altered in any manner?
No.
This time, the state offers State's Exhibit 1 to bring to defense counsel.
Brief on what
Okay, you may go forward.
whose voices appear on here?
It'll
Who
be,
interviewed?
it'll be my voice.
I'm sorry,
You're talking about my voice?
I'm asking whose voices are on this flash drive, recorded on this flash drive?
Mine's on there, the finance is on there, and I believe it's
Your Honor, I would object to the extent that this contains recorded statements from out of court declarants, which would be hearsay. It also would contain material that would not be subject to cross-examination, would violate Crawford, violates the right to confront and cross-examine. To the extent it contains party admissions, I don't object. To the extent it contains other out of court declarants, I object. First of all, it's hearsay. Second of all, it violates the right to confront and cross-examine.
Okay, Mr. Maserati?
Your Honor, we don't intend to play this video except for any sort of impeachment purposes. If a particular witness were to take the stand and testify differently than how they spoke to Officer Do that day.
If that's the state's intent, it should be offered at the time of the witness's testimony on Rule 613. They're offering it on its own merits right now as its own exhibit, not for purposes of impeachment.
That's true. Okay, so objection sustained.
Why did you get called out there that day?
the responding officer for a
And what did you witness when you got there?
When I got there, I saw the complainant, he was pretty frantic. In his emotion for feels. And he was advising that is.
Objections here, sir. Well, as far as what the complainant was advising, Your Honor, yes, they could establish an exception. Also, the valid right to confront and cross-examine.
Okay, objection sustained.
Without getting into what anyone said when you were there, what did you see when you were there?
I saw the complainant and I saw injuries on the complainant.
Injuries? Injuries where?
Around his face, I believe behind the ear. More on the side of the face. On both sides.
Best witness, Your Honor.
No question. Well, one question. Did you attempt to get any statements from the neighbor across the street? Did you interview him?
I spoke with him, he said he did not.
Objection. I didn't ask you what he said. I'm just saying, did you?
No, I did not get a statement.
Did you record him on your body cam?
He was on my body camera.
No further question.
Mr. Maserati?
No further questions, Your Honor. Can this please step down?
Yes.
It needs to use. Your Honor.
Okay,
So we can recall them.
subject to your recall. Okay, Officer Dews, you may step down. I must advise you that the rule has been invoked. And you'll be ordered to leave the courtroom. Once you leave the courtroom, you cannot talk to anyone about your testimony or read any reports unless you talk to the attorneys.
Yes.
Okay, if you violate the rules, you could be held in contempt of court.
Yes.
Okay, you're free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank you.
State would like to call, and call the next one, Your Honor.
Yes,
State would like to call, Officer Porter.
Porter. Officer Porter, would you please come forward? Do you swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, you may put your hand down, you can take the witness stand.
Can you please identify your full name for the jury?
Justin Lee Porter.
Okay, are you a certified peace officer?
I am.
Where are you presently employed?
Fort Neches Police Department.
And how long have you been employed by Fort Neches?
Approximately 4 years.
Okay. What are your duties in your present position with Fort Neches Police Department?
I work on patrol.
Okay. Can you describe your educational background?
I have a high school diploma, college diploma, and then a certificate with Police Academy.
Were you employed as peace officer with Fort Neches on April 10th, 2023?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And were your position and duties the same now as they were then?
Yes, ma'am.
And how long does your shift usually run?
12 hours.
So what were your duties on that shift of that day?
The basic patrol duties as far as answering calls.
Okay. Were you in uniform?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you in a marked patrol vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you wearing a body camera? Was it activated and working properly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Were you working alone that day or did you?
Department.
And did you respond to an assault call at Forward 4 Lofton, Fort Neches, Texas that day?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's Forward 4 Lofton, Fort Neches, is that in Jefferson County, Texas?
Yes, ma'am.
So when you arrived at the location of this assault, was the defendant still present?
No.
Okay. Who did you speak to about the assault?
The victim, I believe his name is Jason Warden.
And who is Mr. Warden?
He is the resident of that house.
Okay. And who did Mr. Warden say assaulted him?
Objection, that's hearsay, and that's right to the front cross-examine.
Objection sustained.
How did Mr. Warden say the defendant assaulted him?
Objection, Your Honor, calls for hearsay, and that's right to the front cross-examine.
Objection sustained.
Did you observe any visible injuries on Mr. Warden?
I did.
Okay. What kind of injuries did you observe?
Oh, he had some red marks and swelling on his head.
Did Mr. Warden say these injuries caused him pain?
Yes,
Okay. Did you photograph Mr. Warden's injuries?
I did.
Okay. And did your investigation of the scene follow Mr. Warden's explanation of what happened?
From what he was saying, yes.
Okay. Did Mr. Warden say that this had ever happened before?
Objection, hearsay, calls for, or also it calls for speculation and violates right to the front cross-examine.
Objection sustained.
Not speculation relevant.
When did Mr. Warden say that the defendant left?
Objection, hearsay, calls for, like the hearsay, violates right to the front cross-examine.
Objection sustained.
May I approach the witness?
Yes, ma'am.
You know what this is?
The body worn camera video?
Okay. Have you watched this video?
Yes,
Was this video created on a device capable of making an fair and accurate copy of
Yes.
events?
yes.
Okay. Are you a competent user of the device that was made this video with?
As far as computer, I mean, yes.
What is this?
It's a
Sorry,
USB drive,
from,
body worn camera.
right. Okay, so are you a body worn camera competent user?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sorry, I mean, I just messed that up, I was saying it. Okay, so you watch this video, is this video a fair and accurate copy of the events that happened that day,
Yes.
or the investigation? And has it been altered in any manner?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. State would like to offer State's Exhibit 2.
Board item.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Who did he review the draft?
about an hour ago, hour and a half ago.
Whose voice, not without telling me what's said, not the content, whose voices are on the flag?
My voice, Officer G's voice, and then, there's some other people's voices on
That's
there.
what I'm saying, who are they?
As far as, yeah, Warden was his name,
Okay,
victim, and then there was, one of the witnesses that we talked to.
yeah, okay, just.
I don't know his name without reading.
Okay, there's somebody else besides Mr. Warden, that's
Yes.
not the defendant? Is that
Yes,
right? Okay, and who else?
I mean, there's a couple people on there, some right there.
Okay, my question is, other than yourself, Officer David, Jason the Warden, the defendant, there's at least two other people on there
Yes, sir.
speaking. Your Honor, to the extent that the exhibit contains out-of-court statements by declarants, I would object that it's hearsay and violates the right to confront and cross-examine. Obviously, any statements of Mr. Portier that are contained on state's exhibit to or admissible as party admission. So that portion of the flash drive, I have no objection to, but it appears that there's objectionable portions on there. So I am lodging objections to the parts that contained out-of-court statements of non-present declarants.
Your Honor,
Based on hearsay and the right.
Your Honor, the statements in the video are not offered for the truth of the matter asserted, merely to show context of the events that took place that day.
Well, if it's a statement by the defendant, I mean, a statement by the alleged victim that he was assaulted, I would urge the court that that's not contextual. That would be something that would go to the very element that they're trying to prove, so they probably are offered for the truth. They would be offered for the truth of the matter, so not as contextual evidence. Because it directly impacts on the state's burden in this case.
Okay, Mr. Maserati.
But Your Honor, I'd say it's offered for the reason that the state's offering it, and the state's not offering it for the truth of the matter asserted. It's simply offering it to show context of the events that happened that day, or the aftermath of the events that happened that day.
Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, jury, I'm gonna ask that you, stand and follow the bailiff out into the hallway. courtroom.
Like, you know, I feel I'll state on the record that I'm withdrawing my objection. That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
Well, I'll try to do it to you.
Yeah.
I don't want to be worried. I don't want to be too.
Maybe seated.
Right, this time, I'm gonna withdraw my objection for this, gonna let the.
Okay, no objections.
The body cam's been there.
Okay, so no
It would
object,
apply to both of the officers, not just him, the one that was previously excluded, so I'm withdrawing my objections to both of them.
to the 911.
But not to the 911.
Oh, you said,
To the
oh,
other
to the
officers.
officer's body cam.
Other
Okay,
officers, we'll withdraw my objection to that one.
okay,
So
okay, no objections. States exhibit number 2.
we withdrew this objection to both, so things.
So you are offering number
With no objection.
3, 1, and 2, and 3 with no objections?
1 and 2, the 2 body cams, Your Honor.
Okay.
two flashing.
Okay, now the 911 call, what was that?
There was never a 911.
No, the first, so the first guy, so, okay, so exhibits 1 and 2 are admitted.
Yes.
Okay.
Without objection.
Thank you.
Yeah, to it, Mr. Honor.
Yes, you may.
I'm showing what's marked as state exhibit 3. Do you recognize what this is?
The household residence,
Okay. Did you take this picture?
Lisa,
Okay, is it a fair and accurate, depiction of the scene that day when you got there?
yes,
State offers state's exhibit 3.
That's it. No objection.
No objection, states exhibit number 3 is admitted.
No objection, states 3 through. 14.
Okay. States exhibits 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 are admitted.
I'm gonna show you what is exhibits. So you said this is the
front of the residence,
front of the residence. Do you recognize this picture?
that's the entryway.
Okay, that seems true. And
Living room,
the room, exhibit 5. And this exhibit 6.
yes, it's a bar stool that is not living, or a chair,
Exhibit 7.
thanks again, moving on,
Exhibit 8.
same,
Exhibit 9.
the top of his palms. Top of his hands,
Exhibit 10.
the redness on the back of the head,
Exhibit 14.
yes, redness on the side of his head,
Exhibit 12.
same,
Exhibit 13.
yes, redness behind the ear,
Exhibit 14.
and a small cut on the ear,
So you recognize all these pictures and the pictures that you took.
yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, I have published to the jury.
Yes, you may.
This is the residence from Officer Wright, exhibit 3. The entryway, exhibit 4. the area. You walk into the house. This is an overturned bar stool. Injury to Mr. Gordon's hand. Let me know if I don't think you don't see something. This is another angle of an injury to the hand. Both hands. Injuries to his face, his back of his head. You can see. You'll be able to look at these pictures closer. Side of the head. Back the ear. Thank you, Officer Porter. I'll pass the witness.
No questions.
Okay. Officer Porter, Officer Porter, be excused, release,
No objection.
state.
No further questions, Your Honor. May Officer Porter please be excused?
Yes, Officer Porter, the rule has been invoked. And you cannot talk to any other witnesses about your case. You can talk to the attorneys. And once you exit the courtroom, you're not allowed to come back in unless you are called back in for additional testimony. You're free to go.
Can I
And
just sit in the back there? Or, oh, no, it's okay.
no. You're free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thanks, sir.
This time, Your Honor, state calls Mr. Warden.
Okay. Mr. Warden, you may come forward. Mr. Warden, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Warden, you may put your hand down. You can take the witness stand and you can adjust the seat and the microphone if you need to.
Warden, can you please state your full name for the record?
Jason Morton.
How are you today, Mr. Warden?
Good.
Mr. Warden, do you want to be here?
No,
Why are you here?
to hold him accountable for what he did to me. I mean, I don't wanna see him go to jail. I definitely don't. I almost walked back to my truck, to be honest with you. But what he did to me ain't right.
Objection, non-responsive.
Objection sustained.
That's the jury instructed to disregard.
Jury, please disregard the answers. Okay, you may go forward.
Let's get more into who
You may
you
be
are.
seated.
Mr. Ward.
What do you do for work?
I'm a supervisor for a construction company,
How long you been doing that?
18 years.
So you were doing that on the day of April 10th, 2023.
Yes,
What time do you get off work?
4:30, 4:40,
What time do you go into work?
about 5:30 in the morning.
So on April 10th, 2023, what did you do at 5:30 in the morning?
In the morning, I got up, got dressed like any normal day, and I went to work.
And you remember anything particular about that work day?
Now, just a normal work day.
Just normal work day. And when you got home from that work day, what was waiting for you at home?
Whenever I pulled up, I looked to my right and his truck was, it looked like his truck, looked like him over at one of our neighbor's house.
You say him. Do you see the man who you claim attacked you in the courtroom today?
Yes,
Could you please point to him and identify him by an article of clothing?
the, bluish shirt.
Your Honor, can the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant?
The record will reflect that the witness has identified the defendant.
So you saw Mr. Portier waiting for you at your house?
Objection, Your Honor, say waiting for him, and mischaracterizes the testimony. Object to the form of the questions being testimonial. Also leading.
Objection sustained.
So you saw Mr. Portier outside your house that day?
Yes, when I drove up and went to go park.
Does Mr. Portier live at your house?
No,
Why was Mr. Portier at your house?
I have no idea.
And when you saw Mr. Portier, what did you do?
I parked my vehicle and his son was outside, my stepson right there, so I asked him, I said, "Is that your dad?" As soon as I got out, because he was at the end of the driveway, and I could see in his face clearly, like he was in, like something's about to happen. You can tell. He's a kid, but you can tell. And at that moment, I looked over and I see him marching over there with, I mean, not in a full sprint, but in a pretty, like a gallop over there with the beer in his hand. At that point, I was like, oh, wow, I better try to get inside, And then he chunked his beer down and I tried, I'm like, okay, let me get in the house. So I go in my house and I go to shut the door and he marches right through, busts in my house and then starts screaming at me. And at this point, I'm in shock. I'm like, dude, get out of my house. Get out of my house. And he's like, oh, no, no, no. And at that point, he just lost it and just grabbed me, threw me down. Started, at that point, I was just in shock of it, not to really fight or defend myself. I was just like, what the hell? So I kind of balled up and he just went to wailing on me. And at that point, I was like, dude, I'm going to call 911. I'm going to call 911. And that's the only reason he got off me. And that's the only reason he got up. He got up, ran outside, and I walked out after him because I was going to get him a video of it, because I was like in shock. And I still remember to this day, he told that neighbor, he said, I came here to do what I need to do. And he jumped in his truck and he almost hit me with his truck, pulled out, ran, and he was severely intoxicated. I don't think he's that kind of person. I don't know. I don't know the guy really. For him to hate someone that much that he doesn't even know just shocks me. But I was in shock. And that's the first time I've ever called 911 in my life. So I called 911, told them what happened. And I mean, I had my back of my ear was bleeding. I had knots all on my head. I was just in shock.
And you said the defendant was severely intoxicated. Besides having the beer in his hand, what made you believe that he was intoxicated?
You could smell it on him. I mean, he was in full rage. I don't know, like full rage. And you could definitely smell it just suiting out of his mouth. I mean, especially when he's hollering at me in my house. I was like, dude, get out. And at that point, you'd think he would have got out. I mean, I'm just shocked he broke in my house. And we're here for a misdemeanor. I mean, in my opinion, I was just shocked. You know, originally I was like, dude, this got really messed up. I mean, how are you gonna break into my house that I paid for? I wouldn't have never came to his house and did something like that. To him.
Do you believe your house is your castle?
Yes, sir,
That's the place you should feel safe from the world?
definitely. I mean, I wouldn't have expected him to come in like that.
And did Mr. Portier violate that for you?
Yes, definitely.
Now, you mentioned you sustained injuries to your head.
Yeah.
In your line of work, what do you need to wear to do your job?
A hard hat, safety glasses, typical PPE.
And were you able to wear a hard hat after he attacked you?
No, I had a knot on my head. I mean, no, sir.
So about how long were you unable to work?
Full week. We were on 7/12s at that time.
And did you get paid for that week where you couldn't work?
No, I could have took some time, some paid leave, but we were on pre-turnaround, so it was a lot of hours at that time. So. But no, I didn't. I just took the loss.
How much money were you out?
Really, I didn't want them to see me like that either. My coworkers, I mean, you don't want to see them knotted up, you know? Just to tell somebody, oh yeah, I got, beat up or attacked.
So how much money were you out for that week of work?
Probably 2,500, 3 grand, well, but in between.
Now, after this had happened to you, you called 911. What happened then?
Called 911. He had left. I gave the lady the description of the truck. And she was like, calm down, they're on their way. The cops came, they took pictures, talked to me. And it's been 2-3 years ago. It's been a while, so I mean, from best I can remember.
And you don't know why he came to that house that day. Does he ever just show up unannounced like that?
No, I have my ideas, but I have no idea what he was thinking.
You don't know for certain why he came to that house.
No, I can ponder, I have ideas, maybe, the sign said something, or, somebody barked him up, or, I don't know, what his thinking was.
And how did this impact, and Mr. Portier is your wife's ex-husband, correct?
Yeah,
And how did this whole interaction impact your relationship with your wife?
it's definitely a strain on it, to have to deal with something like that.
I mean, are y'all still together?
Yeah,
Do y'all work through it?
yeah,
So Mr. Portier busted into your house, beat you up, caused a strain in your relationship. Am I getting all that correct?
he couldn't get me square in my face. I was down trying to cover my face, but he was so intoxicated. I mean, but yeah, he was doing his best to well on me.
You say you were covering your face. You were covering were you covering your face with your hands?
Yes, I had my hands up like this. Like he was just whack to hit me.
I'm showing you what's been previously admitted as State's Exhibit number 8. Can you tell us what we're looking at?
Yeah, a big old knot and cut because whenever he was hitting me, I mean, I had knots in my hands, my head.
And is this State's Exhibit number 9? Does that also show knots on your hand?
Yes,
So you have injuries to your hands that are not on your knuckles, is that correct? Like not here.
yes.
Is that because, or why do you not have injuries sustained anywhere where somebody would be punching someone?
Because I didn't fight him back. I was kind of in shock,
You just, all you did was defend yourself. You never threw another punch back.
Yes,
Now, I'm gonna also play for you a little bit about, a little bit of what's been previously admitted as State's Exhibit number 2. Fair?
So you saw him come over, you tried closing the door, and he pushed the door open?
Yes.
Did you saw him, you say anything to him when you closed the door? Or it's,
So quick, I mean,
okay,
I pulled up right here.
and he pushed the door open?
Yes.
Okay. All right, let me text photos real quick.
Yeah, if we could for the record, which is this the one or
Here,
two?
I'm text,
State's exhibit two.
Stacy's in it too.
Yes.
I'll take the photos of the whole room. And there was nothing texted to you or called? All right.
I'm sure.
No, you're good.
My mind.
Yeah, you're good. So he pushed the door in,
Yeah.
he grabbed you, and he threw you down?
Yes, yeah, well, the blood from the door kind of pushed him back, and he was right there on
Yeah.
top of me.
Okay.
And I mean, he was like
He was, the only time he didn't eat is, he hit you.
3, 4 times, and I started hollering, and I'm
The
gonna fall
close,
asleep.
close fist.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and where you struck with that, on top of your head?
Right here.
Yeah,
And then right here.
I see the red, hold on, let me get another welt, you get a picture from, there's a slow there.
I'm not sure, man, I'm not trying to get nobody in trouble, I'm just shocked that he reached. I'm still shocked.
Yeah, just, a little bit slow.
He definitely whacked me 3 or 4 times. If I wouldn't have pulled up my face, he wouldn't have get me out.
Hold still real quick.
Yes. I think it would have been a lot more severe if I didn't make it come to a sentence. Like I told him, oh my. That's what made him get over.
Well, can you pull this ear back for me? You got a little cut right there, I'm gonna take a picture of that. Got some bleeding going on. Let me, put a light on there, pull that, that hurt right there?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
Yeah, you got some swelling on your ear too, hold still.
So what would be the process? Would I,
We heard a little bit in there that you said it hurt. It hurt that day.
yes,
And I'm presuming because you couldn't wear a hard hat for the rest of the week, did it hurt for the rest of that week?
it was a lot worse the next day, like it swelled up on me.
So you felt pain from what he caused you?
Yes,
No. One last thing I want to get into with you, Mr. Warden. Have you ever gotten in trouble with the law before?
yes,
And a matter of fact, while all this was happening on April 10th, 2023, were you on probation at that time?
yes,
What for?
deadly conduct, discharge of firearm.
Anybody get hurt with that?
No,
What was that about?
back in 2010, I made a bad decision to, go and shoot in the direction of the house.
And did you pay for that bad decision?
Definitely.
And how did you pay?
I had to do 10 years deferred probation. I completed that. Just 10 years being on probation. Come on.
Yes, sir. And since then, have you gotten in trouble with the law?
No,
Have you been trying to put yourself on a straight and narrow?
yes,
And was being on that probation a hindrance for you trying to get a job place?
oh, definitely. Back then,
So you suffered enough for the mistake you made.
yes,
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Kimball?
Yes. Well, we're on the subject of the criminal history, Mr. Warden. We do the same. Jason Warden that was convicted and cause number CR 1500230 Class A misdemeanor. Failure to identify a fugitive from justice, intent to give false information to law enforcement in Nueces County, Texas, and on October 28th of 2016. Is that right?
yes, I was over there.
I didn't ask you about it, I just asked if it was you, all right? Just answer my questions, can we agree to that?
Yeah.
And there were also the same Jason Warden that was convicted in cause number 287823, County Court 3 next door, of Class A misdemeanor theft. Is that right?
No, I don't remember that. How many years back was that?
2013,
No,
you're denying that?
I don't remember. I mean, if it was in 2010, it might have been my ex. But I mean, if it shows that, then yes.
I'll represent.
I'm not saying I don't have a criminal
I'm
history.
just asking about a conviction for Class A misdemeanor theft. Back in
It's
2013. At the time, back on, April 10th, 2023, we're speaking of now, you're on felony probation for deadly conduct. Is that what you've indicated to the prosecution?
Yeah, I completed that. I completed
I didn't ask
it.
if you completed it.
Was I on
I asked
probation
you
when?
if you were on probation
At the time of the incident?
on April 10th, 2023 for the felony offense of deadly conduct. Were you or were you not on probation?
What was the date?
April 10th, 2023, the date that this is alleged to
Oh,
be
whenever he did that, yes, sir. I was on probation.
felony probation.
Felony probation, yes.
Your Honor, at this time, I want to play in the entirety states 1 and 2. We can publish the entirety of those exhibits to the jury.
Okay, let's, before you do that, we're gonna take a 5-minute break. Okay? Oh, so at this time, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take a 5-minute break. Everyone, please stand as the jury exit the courtroom.
I intend to play the whole.
Understand? You may be seated. Okay, we'll be in recess. Maybe see it. Mr. Kimler,
Yes, sir.
you may proceed.
Like this sign on one of the flag states one, and Arkansas.
Okay. So at this time, we just, who's gonna play it?
The state will play states 1 and 2.
This is section one.
That's stage one.
One.
All right, you okay?
Man, this is my place.
Yeah.
He came inside, pushed the door, I literally fell back. He ran me up against both of these things, and I was like, think about what you're doing, this is not home. Think about it, now think about it, and he's intoxicated,
Okay.
I'm just shook about it, I just literally come up from work. I'm
So, so who's this guy?
gonna be 14, with that light right there, if you know. Yeah, I'm shocked, man. You can see he got, thank God I was guarding my face because blow from the door knocked me down,
Yeah.
you know, and then he hit me. He pulled me up, I mean, he's a pretty decent sized guy. He pulled me, threw me down, whacked me a couple good times,
There you go. You believe it.
whacked me right here. I mean, dude, you can see my address. This is my house. I'm sorry.
So, no, you're okay. You're
I'm
okay.
shook it up.
Well, he's gone. So,
Yeah.
So trying to take you a big deep breath.
I just never had that.
Right. So,
I mean, we didn't even beef.
so why do you think he did this?
This is my lady's ex-husband.
This is.
That's her son. That's his son out there.
Okay.
So he was going to pick him up for soccer, which he does a lot, but she said no because he's intoxicated. Okay? That's why I just got a phone. She's about to pull up. So I said, she had told him, no, you're intoxicated, and he witnessed it all. That man right there.
Across the street.
Yes, sir. Well, he didn't witness the inside, but he witnessed him button rush the door.
Okay.
He come in here.
So did he kick the door or was the door?
No, it was, as soon as I seen him coming to the fence, I was like, shut it, you know? And he literally pushed it back,
Okay.
and that's the blow hit my head, and I fell down, and then he jerked me all over here.
So did he hit you with his hand?
Yeah, that's right weird, because I was guarding my face, he whacked me 1, 2, 3, and then finally I was like, think about what you're doing, this is my house.
Okay.
You know, and he kind of didn't run, but left, and I heard him yell to Carlos, I got what I wanted now, and he got in his truck and all that, so I could tell the man was very
Okay.
he had beer in his hand when he walked over here. And I don't know how long he's been sitting over there. I don't know. He's not been around here. That's his son. So there's nothing he's gonna say. I mean, I have hearts. I
Okay.
mean, and the Carlos man thinks it. I don't know how it's a friend or what.
But you gonna try to do it?
Yes. Like I said, I just got back from work.
Okay. No idea why he would just come over here other than him being.
Across the street. And well, I was hesitant. I never really called the police because I am on probation.
Who's the guy across the street?
So his name's Carlos. Yeah, right there. Yes, sir, right there. Yes, sir. Okay. So like I was saying, I've never really called the police. It's 10 years ago, I've had some issues and that's why I was on probation.
Okay.
But this kind of situation, I'm just in shock.
Yeah.
What can I do?
Oh, you can file charges.
I mean,
He doesn't live here, right?
no, not me, not me.
So he pushed his way into the house.
Yes,
And, so we have a burglary and an assault, right?
that's exactly what happened. And you can, as you can tell, I mean, he hit me a few good times. Look, I'm bleeding right there.
Yeah, it looks like it's dried up.
And then right here, he whacked me pretty good. If they got those guards in my face, but he definitely assaulted. I was just shocked. And I'm sorry, I kind of went on to.
No, you're okay. You're okay.
I work at Exxon, and, you know, I'm generally at work most of the time, and he's definitely hanging around here. He comes to pick his son up. The man has a good job. I'm just shocked that he would do something.
Gotcha.
I mean, I just can't believe it. Especially to come in my own home and do that.
It's probably because of me.
I mean,
Because you always yell at my mom for no reason.
Hey, that doesn't have to do with this issue right now, right? Good phone number for you?
409-548-3548. I mean, like I said, that is his son, so I can expect him to make up for his father. They were married 4 or 5 years, and they had a nasty divorce, and I've been here 2.5 years.
Okay.
Closer to 3, and, like I said, I mean, I've never had that experience with.
Gotcha.
He's tried to do some other things to try to get me in trouble, which I thought was shocking. I just stopped talking to him. Like he had called my probation officer.
Yeah.
And was saying some nasty things about me, which we pretty on good basis. So she called me and let me know, hey, stay away from him. But
Gotcha.
I mean,
Okay.
I wouldn't expect that.
Hey, for a copy of Texas ID for the log on it. Two eight nine eight, 2960, 2898, 2960.
I mean, my ear plugged out in my neck, I fell off. And I'm sorry, it's
That's
enough.
not, you gotta do it. Do you need medical attention or anything?
And like I said, I kind of blocked the blows. You know, I need medical attention. It feels swollen right here and behind my ear. He didn't get me really good, thank God.
Okay.
But I think he came to his senses when I hollered, hey, I'm calling 911. You're breaking me.
Yeah.
And then he kind of, his eyes got big and he
Okay.
thought,
So do you want to file charge?
I need to talk to your wife. I mean, I don't know.
No, no, this is,
I've never done that.
right, so, right, well, this happened to you,
Yes,
so, I mean, you can think about it, if that's what you wanna do, but, I mean, you have been assaulted, you are definitely
yes,
an assault and a burglary.
yes,
Okay, so it is up to you what you wanna do,
yes.
okay?
Well, I got off the phone with my wife. She was shocked. She left work and she said, press charges on it. I don't want to wreck the man. I know how it is.
Okay.
You know, I've never done that, but I don't want to get him in legal trouble. I'm just shocked. I wouldn't mind if he was arrested tonight and went to jail and thought about it.
Right, well, I mean, that's not gonna happen,
Okay.
so, as of right now.
So I need to press charges.
So, because since it's separated and he's already gone, we have no idea where he's at,
Yeah.
we're not gonna go to his house to get him, okay? There's a time frame that we can work in, okay?
Yes.
If he was still here, that would be a little bit different.
Carlos, he said healthy,
I think they're friends. That's why they were drinking, but he definitely ran over here and, and I don't know if there was any witnesses.
All right,
And the house is ready. And I'm not shocked that he would say that, because I don't know how it's related.
I'm taking photos real quick. Come on, can you come up here a little bit so I can see you?
Yes, yes.
Where do you, that's his friend, Mark, up here.
I mean, like I said, I was watching the play.
you okay, buddy? Yeah. So, did you see it happen?
Yeah, when he was here, I took it home escaped. He was,
So what happened?
he was at home.
Yeah.
Because he was yelling at my mom, so I called back. Well, he called me. Like, I usually call my dad and tell him about it. He calls me a baby for that, so. I think when he was over here and he saw cooking, he wanted to like to tell him to stop, so he walked up and now he's trying to get him jail by saying he was drunk, but he was walking in it. If anything else, not about anything. Yeah, they didn't see it too.
Okay, so what happened when he got to the door?
So like, he started showing him like he started saying, what's the problem or something. And then he said something about me, I don't know.
Okay.
But they live over here.
So-
I'm the one who was here.
Right, so, however, so what, but, I just need the whole truth, okay?
That is
So,
true.
what happened, like, what, did your dad go inside the house, push his way inside the house?
Like, he was walking up to him and then Jason was like, what? And like, he didn't even try to close the door. I guess he thought my dad was gonna ask him a question. And, he didn't really like walk into the house, but like, I think when, Jason started, talking, back to him, I think he started to get mad and I think he pushed him back. I think he, punched him, I don't know. Yeah, we got the same. So I think he just trying to protect me, like, the whole side, you know?
I got you. Well, I mean, I'm going to protect my daddy too, so, but, I mean, we just, because that is all, okay. So, and we know there's two sides to every story, okay? We know that. So, but right now, he's not here, so we can't talk to him.
I mean,
And so,
now,
uh, well, we may not need to do that right now, okay? And so, but we're gonna see what happens, all right? I think everything's gonna be okay. Okay, all right?
my dad.
No, we're not going over there to over your dad, so, okay? So I wish that he was still here so that we could talk to him at least, you know,
I'm telling you all that I see.
okay.
And they've seen it too, they saw it exactly what I saw.
Well, Jason does have the red marks on him where it looks like he probably got hit.
Yeah, I heard him when I came back after, we heard him say like he's breathing or something, he was talking or something. Was that you guys?
Maybe.
I think he was, I don't know.
You're outside when it happened?
Yes. They were over here.
Okay. All right. Well, we hope this doesn't ever happen again. What's your name, buddy?
My name is Parker Portier. Parker William Portier.
Parker. What, how do you spell the last name?
Portier.
P-O-R,
Tier.
P-O-R-T-I-E-R?
Yes.
What's your birthday, buddy?
Huh?
What's your birthday?
August 15th, 2012.
There was an incident, between stepfather and father, so, but I just needed to talk with him a little bit about what happened, because he saw it, so. Did you? Okay, what happened?
When I saw Billy, he wasn't here.
Okay,
Yeah, he just came in to, like, pet our dog, cause he never, he hadn't seen him. Yeah.
right,
Cause he's an old friend of my dad.
That, has always been a standard guy around here.
right, okay, gotcha, okay. Well, I mean, even Jason was talking like this has never happened before, and so he was shocked, he's shocked about all of it too, at least that's what he's telling us, so. Okay, all right, are you okay, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well,
On the word?
She's at,
the work is done well.
most of the time.
It's almost set, we got about 30 minutes.
I mean, you can hang over here, the microphone was about.
84, couple. So, you gonna be good, buddy?
Yeah.
All right, okay, all right, give me some notes, man. All right, be good, okay?
I'm not percent your decision by starting or not, but you said it's also doing your own.
Well, without that, I just can't believe. Yeah, I definitely can trust you. Look at that. That wasn't there when he looked at it. Look, I'd be mad too if we're about to get married and that's her mom.
Sincerely.
That's old stuff there, but that's definitely to, this is a burn from work.
Okay. Or that's it, it's already. Yeah. Yep.
I like to talk to him, I like, you know, like I said, I mean, fishy situation, that's his son. And, yeah, that's something.
What's up, buddy? Or do you typically stay here looking on?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, no, if we need to get hold of, we'll find you, okay? All right, I appreciate it. So,
It's not some here now.
where's she coming from? Okay,
Oh. And the victims, right?
yeah, it's gonna, bruise up.
Yeah, it's definitely letting my cat be put simple.
No, look,
I get shocked. I mean, I really, no, I'm not, I've never called the police to help. And I'm not like a coward enough, but then you went into my house like
yeah,
that.
Yeah,
I mean, he's aggressive, big boy. I mean,
yeah.
he has a badass job. I just can't see him. Didn't he have a house in England? Why would he do that? I mean,
Did you already get his information?
yeah.
What is the other guy's name?
Billy Portier? I think it's Billy Ray, but they call me Billy Portier.
CORTIE.
Billy Ray Portier? Billy Ray Portier Jr. Are you about to pull up? I think they would like to talk to you. I'm just shocked that Parker though, he told him that I hollered at you. I no telling what he told him. Oh yeah, that's the only thing I heard. I'm just shocked that, which is his dad, so I can't understand. Yeah, y'all can talk to my lady and my, we're engaged, we're not married, but this is my place.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Yeah, here she is right now, that's it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Exactly what you did.
You sorry for anything you did.
Yeah,
You got assaulted in your own home.
yeah.
That's what backwards me, if they'd have done it down the road, cause I knew he was gonna come, as soon as I seen that spot, he ran in the house, and he was gonna tell me. I'm in town. I mean, you can talk to her, and
Yeah, well, he's gonna talk to her,
you
so.
just can imagine part of which that is with that, and he does the same thing. But to say that's, I do everything for the kids, I mean, it's not mine, it's my stuff.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
no, you're okay. You're okay.
Look at that, it's not good.
Yeah, it's a little hematoma, I say hematoma, it's just a knot, so you got all that nice muscle in it. No, just leave it, let it do its thing, it's just gonna be sore for a while, but it looks like, well, I guess when you fell, you hit something, with your hand right there. Usually that happens if I nick a corner pretty hard on something, it hits that muscle in between the,
I press charges, I have to do court on that, or,
eventually, yeah. So.
so do I need to fill something out? I wanna talk to her, I mean.
Well, you can think about it, if that's what you wanna do, it's completely up to you, you can decide to pursue charges later if you want, okay?
I'm not.
One way or the other, a report is getting done,
Yes.
okay? So the only thing that changes for us is whether you wanna pursue charges or not, is that sentence. At the bottom of the narrative, okay?
Yes.
When we're into that, I mean, like I said, report's getting done one way or the other, so at this point, it's all you.
Yeah.
Okay, if you wanna think about it, you're more than welcome to think about it, and if you decide that you wanna pursue charges later, all you need to do is call the police department and say, hey, in reference to this case number, and we'll give you that case number. I've decided that I wanna go ahead and pursue charges, okay? And they'll get you in touch with a detective or an officer that's working, and the detective will worry about getting any kind of paperwork filled out.
I just saw something, we just saw a dog, I don't know if we took it or, I don't know, can I check on the dog? Okay. Yeah. Hey, there's no dog. What? There's no dog. He said it was here, maybe that was why he did it, I just got an argument between both of it. We spent a lot of, where was he at?
So was the door open?
No, I mean,
So I'm just,
that's right.
And then one night, we were on the little house with the whatever. So we were like.
Hey, he took that dog, that's probably why he did that.
How are you gonna get it?
yeah, we'll
I
figure,
literally 2 days ago bought that dog in the puppy.
okay. We'll get all that figured out. So,
Oh my God.
so now we have a possible death.
Yeah, you missed already.
Yeah, well, we need to figure out, like, how much the dog costs. Oh,
I think we found.
Right, job.
yeah. It's a little puppy.
It was sleep both now, I'm sorry. Oh, it's a good man, I mean, that was almost the whole day.
You're not accepting that.
Yeah. I'm shocked, they look at me, I just can't believe he did that. He's not fresh, I mean, I'm fresh dog. He said but I had a couple days.
Yeah, you can think on it, I mean, statute of limitations on this is, I think, like 2 years or something like that, so.
She will see it, but of course, I think they're trying that, so he ain't gonna tell him he's on rush to go.
What if Walter's like,
I talked to him a little bit, he said he didn't see anything that happened on the inside of the house, he was across the street, and he said that, basically, his dad come over, in Parker's words, to see the dog.
That's what he
And he said,
drunk, he called me for the work. Yes, I said, "Oh, you're drunk." He said, "It's nothing happened to you." As a drunk, we got our son. And take a look at this.
right,
And he hung up on me, so. I mean, it came out really late.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna press charge. So I've got police station over there, I heard it's very good. So if you have anyone stolen in Billy Ray.
Four tier, junior, junior RT. It's William Ray, his name is.
There's one in Billy.
Huh?
You know, they first. I'm just shocked. I really want to think about it, you know, I think about it, you know, how that's openly wrong.
it is.
It's like, it's like you know.
It is. I'm shocked myself. Oh, he was, I can't believe it, guys. I could definitely smell it and see it on. You never know, you could pull up and use that load and I don't think you guys would do. And that's another thing I kind of feel bad, maybe he doesn't realize we just did. That's great.
Well, some people need a wake-up call, so.
He's definitely afraid. Shit. And I can feel like that was with it, but I'm giving me a chance to. We're not ready there. Like, I don't even fucking overview.
Well, you can do a protective order through, Judge Burnett's office, we don't fill those out, and, you're gonna have to meet certain criteria for that to happen. So I don't know what that criteria is either, so you'll need to just make an appointment to go see him and, speak with him about that and, see what he needs. Whether he can issue that or not.
He doesn't man more than you. We will get on the kid.
Y'all talk about it, you decide if you wanna do it, and we can touch our name, I mean, I gotta do this call tomorrow. And
So tonight, nothing's gonna happen?
we're gonna be able to find, unless Neil comes by. That's the one comes on, it's all already occurred, so.
You know what?
It's all already occurred, so they're not gonna go find.
Like,
Right, well, we do a case, follow case and then.
So if I press charges right now, would y'all be finding?
Not tonight, no, it'd be, they issue a month one.
Okay, so I have time.
Yeah.
So you would met with each other, we met with. If we did, like, we know, like, as the worst set up.
He'll be notified of a warrant.
So it goes through, what happens is we take the file, right, it goes to Texas file it through the DA's office. The DA's office decides either they're gonna indict him on it, or, in this case, most likely he's indicted on it, they issue a warrant, and then, you pick up. So that's, what I'm on you.
Yes.
What's your decision, okay?
So,
Yeah, I don't wanna wait.
you're not wasting any of our time. That's what we're here for. So, well,
I think it would be it.
well, we can find it.
Yeah.
We can find it.
So anyways, I think.
But that's like this, and I can go find. We
Yeah.
understand.
So, think about it. We can call us back. You don't have to call us back. No. Do what? Sorry?
It's separate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a training or a separate, we don't do that. So, that's all through Judge Burnett's office. So if y'all wanna go that route, go talk to Judge Burnett's office. Or go talk to Judge Burnett, see what criteria that he would need for that. I don't know what that criteria is, so I can't tell you about that. But as far as like charges, I mean, you can call us back later tonight, you can call us back 2 weeks from now, it doesn't matter. It just,
Yeah, here's the case number, so there's instant argument there, so that's the instant number, just call us back and say, hey, I do want to press charge, or I don't press charge. Alright?
Do I have a week or?
Yeah, as much time as you
what
want.
time is you? So,
Yeah.
I mean, if you need to sleep it off and think about it in the morning, that's fine too, when you've had a chance to calm down. It's just, it's all up to you. Either that or you call us back later in 2 hours, it doesn't matter.
You come back, you think we'll come back? I guess.
Well, keep the door locked,
Yes,
okay?
yes.
So, and if he does,
Where do you think we be ever?
I mean, he's off, he goes to work tomorrow, so, I went by his friend's house, I don't know if his truck's over there, or not, because I'll try to get out. Either at home, I'm trying to at home, I'm sure probably just.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where he's
That's
at.
all, then it's South Central Beach, it's more. I was like, I'm totally 911 during my house, then he came to.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, I think how was covered like that.
Yeah, we'll come pick up with you, Joe.
I'm shocked,
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
Ford, Gray Ford, Dodge,
Great
Gray Dodge, yeah, Gray Dodge, yeah.
Is it listed or anything?
you know, is it diesel or is it just regular gas truck? Okay, all right. All right, well, we'll, keep an eye out, y'all do the same. If they show back up, give us a call and we'll handle what we need to. We'll get it. We can find it. Yeah, no, we'll find it. It's a neat one, right?
Yes.
So, okay. All right, you're welcome. Go back, kid, it was just sitting there crying. It's the boy. Yeah.
That's the situation.
Yeah.
These guys.
Yeah. All right.
Hold on.
Good. Sure. Really? Huh.
He's a side guy, he pulled me right here, threw me down, whacked me a couple of times, whacked me right here, I mean, dude, you can see my address, this is my, I'm sorry, I'm not joking. Yeah.
So, God, if you read,
I just never had that.
right, so,
I mean, we don't even have beef.
so why do you think you?
This is my lady's that's our son, that's his son.
Okay.
So he was coming to pick him up for soccer, which he does a lot, but she said no, because he's intoxicated. Okay, that's why I just got a phone, she's about to pull up. So I said, she had told him, no, you're intoxicated, and he witnessed it all, that man right there.
Across the street?
Yes, sir, he wouldn't, well, he didn't witness it inside, but he witnessed it. If I rushed it over, and come in here and say,
The kick door or the door?
no, but as soon as I seen him coming so fast, I was like, shut it, you know? And he literally pushed it back, and that's the blood that hit my head, and I fell down, and then he jerked me all over here.
So did he with his hand?
Yes, right here, because I was guarding my face, he whacked me 1, 2, 3, and then finally I was like, think about what you're doing, this is my house. You know, and he kind of didn't run, but he left, and I heard him yell to Carlos, I got what I wanted now, and he got me struck and all that, so I could tell the man, very. Yeah, he had beer in his hand when he walked in. And I don't know how long he's been sitting over there, I don't know, he's not long,
Hold on.
that's his son. There's nothing he can say, I mean, I have marks. I mean, and the Carlos man said, I don't know how, if the friend or what. Well, yes. Like I said, I just got back to work.
No idea why. Who's the person across the street?
And well, I was hesitant, I never fully called the police, but I am on probation.
Who's the guy across the street?
So his name is Carlos.
Where?
You know, like
In
this.
this house?
Yes.
42 one?
That's our neighbor's name.
Alright.
My dad's not the beer, so I.
Okay, it doesn't matter, I'm trying to investigate what's going on, okay, Bubba? Hello. You doing good? Did you happen to see what the incident that happened across the street?
I was over here. He talking to me, because I know him,
The guy that was here, the one across the street?
yeah, I know him,
Okay.
but I ain't see when, he crossed the road, I ain't seen nothing.
You saw the ex-husband
I
cross?
saw them talking,
Okay, and
I ain't seen nothing.
you didn't see any altercation or anything? Okay, so you're saying you thought you saw it all?
Yeah, I saw one when they talking, but
You see the guy run into the house?
he wants to stay close to the truck over there, I only see him, he went to the house,
Oh, you didn't see any of that?
I don't see him.
Okay. Okay.
They- truck.
All right, man, I appreciate it.
Okay.
Were y'all at y'all's neighbor's house? Were y'all here when this all happened?
Yeah.
So what did y'all see?
My dad was at the. House and then he looked up over here and started yelling at me. But, I think I know why he did that, because my, I usually call my dad and tell him about him because he always yells at my phone. He's like, so he yells at my phone. He yells at my phone, sometimes he pushes her,
Okay,
and, he yells at me sometimes.
really? Did you see anything happen over here?
No, he just, okay, and he called me drunk, but when he came up, he was totally fine. And I was thinking,
Is y'all's mom coming over here? Where's your,
I live here.
okay, was your mom coming?
No. But he didn't walk up here, that's all, nothing.
It's okay, it's okay, is your mom coming? Where's your mom?
I don't think she gets off work till,
Where's,
7 or 6.
where's she work at?
She was at like a spa, I think.
Okay.
I mean, I have her number.
Okay. We all wanna go across to, your parents home over there?
Like every time.
Okay, are y'all's parents home?
Yeah.
Is that where you were at?
No, we were down there and we were coming back and then we saw it.
Okay, all right, well, you wanna go to your parents real quick? You wanna go over to your parents' house while, we're doing this, okay? All right. Okay, okay. Oh, yes, if he was still here, I would be able to pay. Carlos is outside, he said he didn't see it happen.
24 hours. I think they're praying this Friday, but he dead body ran.
Okay.
I'm not shocked that he would say that, because I don't know.
Alright, I'm gonna take some photos real quick. Can you come up here a little bit so I can see you better, son? You know, where, yeah, I see some red marks up here. Now the cuts, right?
I mean, like I said, I was blocking my face, so
Okay. Let me take a picture from you.
and then right here it's swollen, but other than that, I mean, he didn't really get a hold of me too good that.
And then put your hands out for me like that, just straight out. There you go, as close as you can to get it. So there, you're good. You got some straight arms right there.
Oh, yeah, we're doing damage, that's for sure.
Okay, turn your, oh, look, hold on, go back. Got a little bit of swelling right there. Alright, you turn your hands over. There you go.
And I don't know, I didn't look.
Yeah,
I
you
don't think that's old stuff.
Yeah. Just close your eyes, see that? You can put your arms together, please. Alright, let me take pictures of your house. What was knocked over?
We've had,
Chair? Okay. Chairs?
he's kind of swung in here,
Uh-huh.
knocked this down, and he's swung over here. Yeah, those little, front there.
Alright, I'm gonna take some photos real quick.
It's alright, it's gonna be a mess, but. not-
Yeah. If you wanna either go inside or come behind me, I'm gonna take pictures of the house outside and then, so you saw him come over, you tried closing the door and he pushed the door open?
Yes.
Did you saw him? Did you say anything to him when he closed the door? Or he said this?
It's so quick.
Okay.
I pulled up right here.
And he pushed the door open? Okay. Alright, let me take some photos real quick, right where you're at.
Right where I'm.
Yeah, right where you're at, I'm taking photos, I'll take the photos of the whole room. And there was nothing text to you or call? No mention of that?
Warning whatsoever. I'm checking the books. Are you still at work? If Parker saw him, it sounds like Parker was taking you to really, I think I'll put it at the proper facility. So I got to the top, and that's the guy. She says, all right, you want to talk to the police?
She's about to pull up, let's talk to her.
Alright. So if you're about to pull up, then we'll, I'll talk to you.
Did you already give me your driver's license and all that information?
Yes.
Y'all don't have doorbell camera, huh? Your neighbors have cameras? Hello? Were you outside when all this happened? Were you outside when this happened, this incident happened? Oh, there's a fight over here. I didn't know if you were outside. You didn't hear anything? Okay, I appreciate it. All right.
I'm trying
No, you're good.
get my mind.
Yeah, you're good. So he pushed the door in, he
Yes,
grabbed you, and he threw you down?
yes, sir. Yeah, well, the blow from the door kind of pushed him back and he was right there on
Yeah.
top of,
Okay.
and I mean, he was like
He was, the only time you think he hit you?
3, 4 times, and I started hollering out.
The close fist?
Yes,
Okay. Okay, and where did he strike you at? On top of your head?
right here.
Yeah, it's
And then right here.
I see the red, hold on, let me get another welt, you get a picture from, there's a swirl up there.
I'm not sure, I'm not trying to get nobody in trouble, I'm just shocked. I'm still shocked.
Yeah, just, you know, this one.
Definitely whacked me 3 or 4 times. If I wouldn't have hurled up my face, he would have get me out.
Hold still real quick.
I think it would have been a lot more severe if I didn't make it come to a sentence. Like I told you, I'm calling my. That's what made me get it over.
Well, can you pull this gear back for me? You got a little cut right there, I'm gonna take a picture of that, got some bleeding going on. Yeah, the light on there, pull that, right there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
He does hurt.
Right, pretty good, I fixed.
Yeah, you got some small behind your ear too. Hold still.
So what would be the process? Would I have to press charges or?
I mean, pressing charges this year, 100% your decision.
So do I go to the police station?
No, you tell me you want to press charges and I'll file a report for it and we go that route. I mean, he kicked your door and assaulted you, I mean,
Yeah.
that's assault, so.
I mean, it's just, I'm in a weird situation. That's his son, I'm with his ex-wife, it's something, which she says for charges.
Yeah, I mean,
And I'm sure there was a text, between them two, I'm not sure, but she's about to pull up.
100% your decision to press charges or not, but he just assaulted you in your own home.
It's swelling up bad.
Yeah, you get a picture.
I just can't believe,
Hold on.
yeah, I definitely get fresh charges. Look at that. That wasn't there when he looked at it. Look, I'd be mad too if we're about to get married and that's her mom.
Can you see your other hand?
That's old stuff there, but that's definitely.
Yeah, it wasn't there just a second.
This is the burn.
I mean, they have forced entry and having assaults all regular. Yeah. Yeah, regular conversation. So you want to press charges?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, like I said, it's totally 100% your decision to do that. So I'm gonna do a report, I have pictures. We are gonna get you a little bit of a witness statement to fill out for me, okay? And then
I'd like to talk to my wife, but like I said, I'm in a fishy situation, that's his son.
it doesn't matter, you got assaulted in your own home, like, you know what I mean, like.
Yeah.
This mom's coming here now to talk,
Where's she coming from?
Photos. And then let's give him a victim's rights, so for the.
Yes, that's the only way like that when you first looked at it. I just, I'm shocked, guys. I mean, I really. And I'm not, I've never called the police to help. And I'm not like a coward and that's like, you know anything else like that?
Yeah,
I mean, he's aggressive, big boy, I mean.
yeah.
He has a badass job, I just can't see him, he has a house in England. Why would he do that?
What, did you already get his information? What is that other guy's name?
Billy Portier, I think it's Billy Ray, but they call him Billy Portier.
Billy Ray?
And what's Billy's name? Billy Ray Portier? Billy Ray Portier Jr. Are you about to pull up? I think they would like to talk to you. I'm just shocked that Parker, though, he told him that I holler at you, I have no telling what he told me. Oh, yeah, that's the only thing I heard, I'm just shocked that,
Well,
which that is his dad.
we'll talk about it.
You're saying.
A little bit.
You're not here.
Yeah.
Yeah, here she is, I can test it.
Okay. What are you sorry for? Don't be sorry for anything you did. You got assaulted in your own home.
That's what baffles me, man. We done it on the road. Cause I knew he was gonna come. They said if I see that spot, be mine.
Hello. I'll talk to you over here real quick before we go. He just left your mom.
Oh, he's going up.
Yeah. Talk to you real quick. So why do you think he came over here to do this? There's something. Okay. Is there a reason he has hostilities or anything?
Yeah, because, we got divorced and another, like, got with another man and now,
How long ago did you get divorced? Been a while?
5 years, 6 years.
You haven't had problems like that?
Well, he's first time dated.
Okay.
And so anyways, we were together for a while and so he moved in and then, that's, it just started kind of from there, I guess. I thought he doesn't like discipline and so I guess, this was way after we're dating, maybe he said, raise his voice a little bit, or just sort of discipline, but he said, nothing ever. But then Parker can, I guess, cause his dad always asked, hey, so what happened, whatever, but he could, say that, oh, well, Jason yelled at me, or, but it's just cause he's.
How long have you been in a relationship with, Jason?
2 years.
2 years? Any issues like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he called and, he was supposed to get Parker at practice, and I was talking to him, we're trying to find where his stuff at, I said, Billy, you been drinking? I said, what the fuck? I said,
That was today?
yeah, I said, you're not going to pick up Parker and take him to practice, you're drunk.
Yeah.
And he hangs up. And so.
How long ago was that?
I talked to him at, next second. Let's see.
It's not a shirt right there, is it? No.
No, so five people were, something at all, is that okay? And I'm gonna work there. We got a dog.
You got your ex-husband dog or partner?
No, we got a partner.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know where the dog is.
524. Okay.
So I talked to him at 6:20, no, I talked to him, so I talked to him at 5:15. And so I told him that, that he's not going to get a heart attack.
515. That was on the call. Okay.
Yeah, we talked for 5 minutes. And then he texted me, Parker wants me to come over and see the dog, and then I texted him back. So he just, another man living in the house, disciplining his son. What?
He said he was here, maybe that was fine.
What? I just got here. He might be next door at Mary's house.
Yeah, we'll try to find the dog in a minute.
But yeah, so it's,
You found
so it's just, and then one night, we were, I don't know, I was cooking or whatever, well, so we were, I forgot what we were talking about, anyways, I guess raises for boys at Parker or something, so Parker texted his dad, and his dad called the police, and so they came over here. And I'm like, it's all right, it's all right. It'll be fine, we'll get him, okay? Hey, it's all right, it'll be fine. It's all right. So he's calm, he's just.
You wanna talk to him real quick, calm down? You wanna talk to him and calm him down real quick? Yeah, he's upset. Yeah, we have barely already. We can figure out how to manage the dog. All right, job, honestly.
He was sweet up now.
No, it's okay, man, it's all good.
And that was on this the whole.
I got you, just calm down, take your breath, man. I get it, man. You're not expecting that.
Yeah. I'm shocked. Dude, look at my hand. I just can't believe he did that. He bum rushed me. I mean, I guess I'm on fresh charges on. Right? He said when I had a couple days, okay?
So what did you say in that call?
On it. I told him what I was saying, which she did see it, but of course, I think they're friends, so he ain't gonna tell me.
So what did Parker say? Did y'all talk to Parker?
I talked to him a little bit,
I don't know if he was here.
he said he didn't see anything that happened on the inside of the house, he was across the street, and he said that, basically, his dad come over, in Parker's words, to see the dog.
Yeah, which I thought he could not come over because he was drunk. He called me, he wanted to report practice. I said, "Well, if you're drunk," he said, "I'm not, his cousin had his kid." And I said, "You're not gonna pick up our son and take him to practice."
Right.
And he hung up on me, so I guess he came over anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel short. I got a voice session.
No, you're right here, we're already doing it. So you know his full name, Billy Ray.
Portier.
How do you spell that?
Your PLRTI.
Okay.
It's William Ray, his nickname's Billy.
So his real name is William Ray. Okay, you know his date of birth?
Good. Huh?
Do you know his date of birth?
723.
Some shit there. What's his house address? What's his address?
I'm just shocked. I really want to think about it, more I think about it, more how that's hopefully wrong.
That's like his came out or something.
I'm shocked myself. Oh, he was loaded. I can't believe he dressed. I could definitely smell it and see it on him. That way. That's the only thing I can feel bad.
So I'm not exactly sure what's on, they're not actually smart, so she's probably not taking, they were both when it's on top.
Well, he does, he really does have his dad. He doesn't have, I think
Steroids, people get big and they need he's definitely like, I think he's
Phone number 713-890.
and I'm trying to go with salary with this, somebody give me a chance.
What about, we're not writing order, like, what about, like, I want him to come over here, like.
You can do it, back order through, Treasurer Ned's office, we'll fill those out. And, you're gonna have to meet certain criteria for that to happen. So I don't know what that criteria is either, so you'll need to make an appointment to go see him and speak with him about that, and, see what he needs. Whether he can issue that.
Yeah, I'll make sure.
What do you think? I mean, he knows the man more than me. Yeah,
Look, y'all talk about it, you decide if you want to do it, and we can press charges anytime, man. All you gotta do is call us tomorrow and,
So tonight, nothing's gonna happen?
well, we're not gonna be able to find him tonight unless Nealon comes by. Unless Nealon comes by, the assault already occurred, so
You what?
the assault had already occurred, so we're not gonna go find him. We do a case, file a case, and then
So if I press charges right now, would y'all be fine?
not tonight, no, they'd issue a warrant for him and.
Okay, so I have time.
Yeah,
He would know what he got there, warrant was, if we did, like, we know, like, a score set out.
They'll be notified before.
so it goes through, what happens is the case is filed, right? It goes to Texas file it through the DA's office. The DA's office decides either they're gonna indict him on it or not. In this case, most likely he get indicted on it, they issue a warrant, and then, you pick up from the warrant. But that's 100% on you,
Yes.
What's your decision, okay?
Okay, I don't wanna waste all this.
You're not wasting any more
I can't find his address anyway, I just.
No, it's all right, we'll find it.
I think I know where he is.
No, we'll get it started, yeah.
It's probably at the bar.
But, so anyway, I guess-
But they're like this, and I can go find them.
Yeah.
Understandable.
so,
Think about it, call us back, if you don't have to call us back.
so if the project comes, I don't know.
It's separate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they know it's up, we don't do that.
No.
That's all we're gonna do.
Oh.
Or what, if y'all go that route?
No, can you give me a case number, Jim, already? Proceed. Yeah, here's the case number. So there's an incident already created for this. So that's the incident number. Just call us back and say, hey, do you want to press charges or I don't want to press charges on it? All right?
Do I have a week or?
You have as much time as you want.
Yeah, if you just leave it off and think about it, and that's fine too, when you touch it, come back, it's all up to you. Either that or you call us back later in 2 hours, it doesn't matter.
You want to come back? If you think it'll come back, I guess if he does,
Keep the door locked,
yes,
okay?
yes.
So if he does.
Where do you think you would be at right now?
I went, I don't know, I mean, he's off, he goes to work tomorrow, so, I went by his friend's house, I don't know if his truck's over there, or I didn't receive, because I'll try to get out. Either at home, I'm sure you're not at home, 'cause I'm sure he's probably doesn't call.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I'm hoping 911, you're in my house. Then he came to us. I don't have a subject like that.
And what kind of pickup does he drive?
I'm shocked.
You know, like,
I'm shocked, Ford, gray Ford, Dodge, Dodge.
Great dogs?
Gray Dodge, yeah.
Great dogs for, okay, is it listed or anything? No? Okay.
The diesel or is it?
No, gas.
Just regular gas truck, all right. All right, well, keep an eye out, y'all do the same, they show back up, give us a call on what we need to. We find.
Yeah.
We'll find, it's a neat one, right?
Yes.
All right.
Thank y'all so much, guys.
You're welcome.
Boy, oh, really? Is that? That situation.
Yeah, proceed, John.
Yes.
Well, Mr. Ward, you just watched the, both of the dash cams in their entirety, now I want to resume questions, is that all right?
Okay.
Just a few things I want to clear up with you, I'm not gonna run through, take a lot of time to, your testimony is about what happened, I think that's clear from the tapes, right, if you're ready. On April 10th of 2023, just to be clear, you were not married to Devin Michelle Ford, is that right?
Common law
I
marriage.
just asked you a question, were you or were you not married to her?
No, not,
You were not married, to her.
not with through, with papers and all that.
Were you married or were you not?
No,
So when you characterize her as my wife, that's not accurate, is it?
yeah, I mean, common law was
So it's your common
my
law?
fiance, so yeah, I referred to it as that, but, I mean.
So you established the requisites in Texas for a common law marriage? Is that your testimony?
No, I'm just saying I did at that time refer to her as my wife.
And she wasn't your wife?
No,
Likewise, Parker 48, right?
Hmm.
Levy referred to him as your stepson, right? Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Was he your stepson?
in my eyes, yeah,
Was he your stepson?
in my eyes, yeah,
Well, legally, was he your stepson?
legally, no,
Was not your stepson? Because you weren't married to his mother, right?
yeah,
And the structure of the house, right? That you were residing,
the what now?
the house, the structure of the house.
The
Right?
structure,
What's a house?
okay, the house,
What's a house? What is a house?
something you reside in,
What is a house?
something you live in.
Structure, right?
To give you the best.
Frame the house, put a
Yeah.
roof on it, it's a structure, right? A house,
Yeah,
right? That was your house?
yeah.
You own that house, that house was your house.
I pay bills there,
That was your house, you're on the deed, that's your house, you own that house,
I'm on it, yes,
you're on the deed.
yeah,
She put you on the deed?
yes,
When?
I think it was a year and a half into our relationship.
So she
Whenever
made,
I, whenever I got my driver's license, yes,
so down, if I go down to the county court records, the deed records
Yeah.
in this courthouse, and I look up that residence, your name is gonna be on the deed records.
Objection relevance.
He said it's his house, Your Honor, this is cross-examination, it goes directly to his credibility, that's the relevance.
Okay. Objections overruled.
yes, from what she has told me, yes.
You're on the deed records in the county deed records down there.
From
He
what she's
transferred.
told,
When did she tell you she put you on the
a
deed?
year and a half into our relationship, she had mentioned it.
What did she tell you?
She had just mentioned where I'm gonna put you on the deed.
I'm gonna put you on the deed.
Yeah. And
Did
then,
you ever receive a copy from the county clerk's office of the changed deed that you had been placed on the deed or it
No.
was transferred to you?
no, so the bills are, a few bills are my name. So I pay the bills.
You
Well,
paid
we
the bills.
pay, she helps, we both pay the bills together.
So if you wanted to sell that house right now, you could do it, you could decide to sell it?
No.
Why not?
It's hers.
Well, I thought you said it was your house. If it's your house, you could sell it, right? That's your house?
Yes.
Could you sell that house today?
Now I'd have to go look and see if I was on the deed or if I signed it or go talk to her about it.
So you don't know if you're on the deed. You don't know if you're on the deed.
No,
So you don't know if that's your house or not, right?
Other than it's on my driver's license, no, sir.
That's your residence. That's where you live. You live in an apartment's on your driver's license. Is that, do you own that apartment?
Yes. No, I mean, I get what you're saying.
So that's not your house.
No, I reside there, I guess you would say,
It's your residence, right?
yeah. So
Yeah,
if
there's
you
a
see
difference.
something in paper, yeah, like you said,
You reside there, you live there,
yes,
but it's not yours.
okay.
You agree with me that the entirety of what you're complaining of that Mr. Portier allegedly did to you occurred inside the house?
Yeah, exactly what I said he did and my testimony I gave is exactly what I,
You would agree, right, that the entirety of what you're complaining about, the injuries, the assault,
Yeah.
happened inside, right? Inside the
through the
house,
threshold, yeah, the door,
Right.
yeah.
not outside.
Yeah.
Correct? You have to answer.
Yeah,
Yes. So nothing that you're complaining of happened outside of the threshold, it all was inside, right?
other than exactly the testimony I gave, he had ran up, was strutting up, I came in the house and that's when it proceeded inside the house.
All right. Are you aware, you may not be, I don't know, are you aware that originally when Mr. Poirier was charged with criminal activity in relation to the events on April 10th of 2023, it was indicted as a felony burglary of a habitation with intent to commit assault. You aware of that?
No, I mean, yes, from what they told me,
It was pending down the hall in the 252nd District Court, a felony, second degree, 2 to 20 felony case, burglary of a habitation, not with the intent to commit theft, but with intent to commit assault, which is awesome, right? You're aware of it, right?
Yeah.
Are you aware of that?
yes, I was aware you had a felony pending.
Were you contacted by their office that Mr. Poirier had indicted and was charged with a felony?
Yes, I talked to him a few times, just,
Who did you talk to?
I don't recall the name.
Did you talk to a district attorney? Did you talk to a victim's assistant? Did you talk to an investigator? You don't remember the capacity of the person, maybe not their name. What was their capacity?
Yeah, it was a DA or DA assistant, something of that nature.
Okay, so an actual district attorney, right? And was that in preparation for the trial of a felony case against Mr. Portier for burglary of a habitation with intent to commit assault?
Yes,
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I'm asking you, was that in preparation for that trial?
from what I understood, I mean,
You remember, it was the DA's name Tommy Coleman? You remember the name? Is that the name? Tommy Coleman?
no, I don't recall.
You aware of that case, are you aware that that case was dismissed by their office?
I'm not,
Were you advised ever at any time of the district attorney's office that the felony case they filed against Mr. Portillo for assaulting you inside your house was dismissed? Did they ever tell you that?
they mentioned something to the lines that they were gonna, I think his attorneys got it dropped to somewhere in the Michigan, right?
I'll represent you, there's no agreement, it got dismissed, there's nothing I did. They didn't tell you, they made what they told you, did they tell you, I got it done, I got it done?
I don't know how all that, went on.
They told you it got dismissed though, right?
I never had word of that. They never called me and told me it got dismissed. I got word from these DAs that they were, looking to drop it to a misdemeanor. That's my understanding.
Okay. But it wasn't in exchange for pleading guilty to a misdemeanor that the felony got dismissed.
I'm not sure the ins and outs of it.
If there were an agreement to dismiss the felony, to drop it to a misdemeanor, he would have pled guilty to a misdemeanor, right?
I'm not sure.
Has he pled guilty to a misdemeanor
No,
in exchange for a dismissal? Do you know?
no.
It doesn't appear that he's pled guilty, right? Because we're in a trial, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I noticed on there a couple of times. You said, I think one time you said we're engaged, right?
Yes,
And again, this is April 10th of 2023, and another time you said, we're about to get married, right?
Yes.
So when did you get married?
we are engaged.
So you never got married?
No, we haven't got around to
And you
the
ever
funds, for the honeymoon and all that, the ins and outs of it.
passed over?
Okay. State.
Did any of what Mr. Kindler talked to you about have any bearing on the fact that Mr. Portier went into the house where you reside and attacked you? Is there any real difference between you saying my house or my residence if you reside within a house?
That's exactly what I was,
Do you personally feel when you say my house, you don't have to own the house you live in, you simply gotta live there?
sure.
A couple more questions. Around April 10th of 2023, let's say before then, did you and your wife hold each other out to each other as married?
Yes,
Did you hold each other out to the community as married?
yes,
So you, in the community, you introduced them as my wife, she introduced you to people as my husband,
sure.
and you live together.
Yeah.
Do you know that under the laws of Texas, that means you're
Honor to the characterization of the prosecution as far as testifying about what the law is. That's not relevant, it's also beyond the competency of acting as a witness. And,
I believe
I would
you
object to the scope, and also if he wants, there's other, it doesn't characterize, if we want to get into this, we can, about what constitutes a common law marriage and what doesn't in the state of Texas. 'Cause I will object that what he's established does not establish a common law marriage in the state of Texas.
Objection sustained.
regardless, you believed yourself to be married,
Sure.
and you resided there with
Yeah.
him. If it was entirely her house, you lived there with her approval.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did he have any right to go in that house?
No, but
Whoops. Just a couple more things based on what we saw in that video. You heard be referred to as your stepson. Say that Mr. Portier didn't have any beer, but you've claimed in the video and here that he was intoxicated and carried a beer that day.
yes,
Why do you think he lied to the police officer?
I think his main thing was he didn't want to get in trouble for drinking.
Do you think he's a good son for doing that?
Sure. I mean, if it was my dad, I'd do anything, you know?
You do the same.
Yeah.
So you don't fault him at all.
Sure.
You thought really hard, even just after this happened, about pressing charges, didn't you?
Yeah,
And you were quite conflicted about that. Even now, you talked about how you didn't even want to come testify.
yes, sir.
But yet you're here, why?
Well, I feel like he needs to be held accountable. I mean, he has not once apologized. He doesn't seem to care even now. He just sits in the chair. It's like, it doesn't matter.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
Has Parker Fortier ever lied to the police? Has he ever been convicted of lying to the police?
You ask me,
I'm asking you, yes.
has there been
Has
convicted?
Parker Fortier ever been convicted of lying to the police?
Not that I know.
Who has been?
Uh,
Who has the conviction for failure to ID fugitive of justice intent to lie to the police in relation to county? We've established that.
Oh, years ago. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
so who's been convicted of actually lying to the police? Is it you or is it Parker Fortier?
Okay.
Who?
Years ago.
Who has been convicted of lying to the police? Can you answer the question?
I guess me,
You, not Parker.
not Parker, or are you referring to Billy?
I'm talking about Parker, the son. You said the son lied to the police. You accused that little boy of
Your
lying.
Honor,
to the
that's a
police.
misrepresentation of the testimony. I said that, not the witness.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I didn't ask him if he lied. I said, why do you think he lied? He adopted my opinion. He didn't state opinion of his own.
I think that it subsumes the validity of the prosecution's question, and the answer that he is testifying that Parker lied to the police is a fair
The
question.
bottom line is the boy was.
I'm not asking you a question.
Okay, objection overruled.
I'll pass it.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, may this witness be excused?
Your Honor.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Warden, you're free to go. Please do not talk to any other witnesses about your testimony today. You are under the rule. And if you violate the rule, you could be subject to being held in contempt of court.
Yes.
All right, you're free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Okay, State, you can call your next witness.
This time, Your Honor, the state rests.
Okay,
Your Honor, I have a motion to present outside the presence of the jury.
Okay.
We'll make a decision.
okay, ladies and gentlemen, jury, you please step outside, but follow the bailiff.
The thing is, if you build it naturally with. Yeah. Facing back.
You may be seated.
Yep, awesome.
Jefferson County Court Outlaw number 2 is back in session and calls number 23 CCCR 2282. Case of style of state of Texas versus William Wade. Is it Portier or Portier?
48.
Portier. And let the record reflect that Mr. Portier is present in court with his attorney, Attorney Ralph Kimmer. State is present with Assistant Criminal District Attorneys, Attorney Samuel Maseratian and Farrah Nixon. Let the record reflect that the jury is now present and seated in the courtroom. State, are you ready?
State's ready, Your Honor.
Defense, are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, state has arrested Mr. Kimler.
Your Honor, we call William Portier.
Okay, Mr. Portier, would you please come forward? Portier, would you please raise your hand, right hand? Do you swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Mr. Portier, you may take the witness stand. You may proceed.
Would you identify yourself by stating your full name and spelling your last name?
William Ray Portier Jr., Portier.
Portier, you understand you're the defendant in this case?
Do.
You understand you have an absolute right not to testify on your own behalf, and that if you choose not to testify, the jury will be instructed. Is there not to consider your failure to testify either for you or against you, to consider it anyway?
Do.
And after consultation with me, have you chosen to forego your right not to testify and to take the witness?
Yes.
How old are you?
42.
What's your date of birth?
7683.
Where were you born?
Fort Island.
And what's your educational background?
That's all high school diploma.
And
And I got a U.S. Coast Guard captain's license.
what's your educational background as far as the Coast Guard Academy, I guess?
I had to go through a prep course in Houston after I got my seat time, and then I had to test out at the Coast Guard office 2 different times to upgrade, one to get my pilot's license, and then again to upgrade to my master's.
Okay, well, let me maybe make it a little bit clearer for the jury. What is your occupation? What do you do for a living?
Let's talk about captain.
And you say tugboat is actually, and this is something I got corrected, it's a push boat, right? Not a tugboat.
Right, yeah, I'm a push bar, just,
So you don't actually pull things, you push them.
yeah,
Correct. And I suppose you do that up and down the Intercoastal Canal.
yeah, I run a fleet right above Total on the Major River.
And are you the pilot of one of those push boats?
Yeah, when I'm on, I'm the only wheelman on the boat, so, yeah, I'm my job title is a pilot. You got a pilot, relief captain, and a captain. I'm the pilot on the boat.
So what's the distinction between the pilot, the co-captain, and the captain?
I mean, there's only one person because we're a day boat, so when I'm on, the rest of the crew, they're all gone. I got me and my deck hands, and vice versa. When they're on, I'm off.
Why would they be on and you'd be off?
Well, because on the 12-hour shift I'm talking about, well, they have 2 of us in rotation for a 12-hour, 24-hour day. So I go in 12 hours, they come in, relieve us, they work their 12 hours, then I come back the next day.
Were you pushing things the whole time?
I mean, we don't really make up the whole lot. I mean, I used to, but not anymore. Running that fleet, I put a tow rope on, like when a barge comes in the fleet, I'll catch a line on him, assist him getting in there tied to the bar wherever we're gonna put it to.
Okay.
And then, we get everything tied off and then on to the next one.
Now, as far as how you got to, I guess, the certification, you need to be a pilot. Did you have to go to school or college or some kind of vocational school, or how did you get qualified to get the certification?
I took a prep course in Houston, and the prep course is right below the Coast Guard center over in Houston. And so I prep downstairs and then go upstairs to the Coast Guard office and test out.
Okay, and you took a test, I guess?
Yeah,
What's it called, the test?
well, I mean, there's 4 different tests. It's just you got general navigation, you got all your deck general. There's another portion of it. There's 4 different portions you got to take to complete everything for the Coast Guard license.
What, do you have to have a certain amount of experience before you do this?
Yeah, you gotta have so many days on a boat. It's called sea time.
The actual practical experience.
Yeah, you gotta have years of that before you can even qualify to go test.
It's sort of like being a lawyer, you just go to school and take a test, and then you're a lawyer with no training before you do it.
Yeah,
It's a little bit different. Okay. I won't digress too much here, but, so what's your certification, your actual certification?
I'm a merchant mariner, marine officer,
Okay.
is what it says on the license.
And you gotta renew that, how often with the Coast Guard?
Every 5 years.
All right, so you're gainfully employed, doing what you described, right? Let's move into your personal life. When were you married to Devin Michelle? I guess, what was she before 48? What was her name?
Rose, last name was Rose.
Rose, Devin Michelle Rose. When did you marry Devin Michelle Rose?
In 2010,
And when was your son Parker 48 born?
2012.
And where did you and Devin Michelle and Parker all reside?
In the house,
What's,
on Lofton,
what's the address?
414 Lofton, Board Ages.
And when did you and Devin buy that house?
I bought it before me and her got together. I bought the house in 2004,
You bought it while you were, well, 2004, if you didn't get married till what, 2010?
2010.
2010.
Yeah, I lived there by myself before me and her started dating.
So I'll leap forward a little bit. So when you got divorced, that was actually your separate property, the house, is that right?
Yeah, I mean, I had it before, but we were still paying on it when me and her
Right.
got divorced. So it was paid off when we got divorced. It was paid off and I give it to her in the divorce.
But when you originally bought the house, it was your separate property, right?
Right, yeah.
And when you got divorced, it was still your separate property. Or when you filed for divorce, it was still your separate property, right? If you had it before you got married.
Yeah, yes. I never had her on the deed. And she
Right.
didn't, her name didn't come on the deed until we went through the divorce.
But am I correct in understanding her money kind of helped pay the mortgage while you were married, maybe?
Yeah, well, I mean, she had some jobs here and there, but I put her through school too. She was going through nursing school. I put her through that.
When did you get divorced? What year?
2018.
So married about 8 years?
Yeah.
What did you do in the divorce with the house?
Signed it over to her.
Why?
So she left my 401k alone. She got the house that was paid off. Figured it'd be a, pretty good deal because she didn't make as much money as I did. So she'd have a house that didn't have a note on.
Right, for your son, correct?
Right.
Was that a concern too? You wanted a stable environment for her and your son since you got divorced?
Absolutely.
Was that part of your reasoning, I guess, when you agreed to give her the house? In the divorce? Is that right?
Yes.
How would you characterize the divorce? Was it amicable? Amiable?
It was. She didn't go get her own attorney. We used the same attorney.
Not me, right? I don't know. Who was it?
Forget the guy's name. He's on Deerland Avenue. He told us from the get-go, he doesn't do anything contested. And, Shay Rhodes is married to her brother. So, she's a divorce attorney in the area. She said she wasn't gonna get involved in it. So she sent us to, I can't remember the attorney's name. I know you know who he
Larry
is.
Dowden or Philip Dowden?
Larry Dowden, that's who it was. Yeah, so we used the same attorney and didn't fight over
So
anything.
you got divorced without any issues,
Right.
correct? What was the custody arrangement with your son?
And I mean, it's been redone.
Well, I'm talking about when you were divorced originally. What was the custody arrangement?
Well, I mean, it was all set around my work schedule's pretty hectic. And like when I have him, I can't get in to and from school the way I have to get back and forth to work. It just, whether I'm on days or nights, it doesn't match up. So I mean, at first, forget how we had it worded. She was the primary parent, I was a secondary. And I forget exactly what the days were.
Paid your child support, right?
Yeah, that was my child support.
Do you recall if there was anything in a divorce decree about neither one of you having an overnight guest?
Yes, it was,
Right.
it was in the divorce decree.
That if you had Parker, that neither one of you were supposed to have an overnight guest,
Right,
right?
yeah, it was in there.
Now, obviously, if either one of you remarried, then the spouse could be in the house when Parker was there. But
Right.
is your understanding that in the divorce decree, Mr. Warden wasn't even supposed to be in that house with Parker according to the divorce decree?
Right, and like I said, they said they were dating for a while, but nobody, I still talk to her family, nobody knew about this guy until he moved in, it just kind of come out of nowhere.
When did Mr. Warden move into your knowledge to that?
I guess it would have been 2002, somewhere in that.
Well, you got,
Somewhere that-
you got,
that area.
I mean, 2012, you got divorced, when did
I
you get
mean, 2022,
22?
yeah,
Yeah, 2020.
Yeah.
That's the best of your recollection.
yeah, somewhere around there.
Up until that time, had you had any problems with your wife, with the relationship post-divorce with her?
I mean, when he first started coming around, I was like, well, I mean, if this guy's gonna be around my son, I mean, I'm gonna try to, go have a relationship with him, try to find out, go introduce myself. I wouldn't, she wasn't there, I wouldn't introduce myself to him. And
At the time that Mr. Warden moved in with your ex-wife, Devin, did you know that he was on felony probation?
I did come over with an ankle monitor on,
Okay,
so I mean, of course, I asked him what all that was about.
and was your wife, Devin, on felony probation also?
She still is.
For what?
Prescriptions, I'm not sure exactly what this, she got caught forging prescriptions at the doctor's office she was working for,
Okay, but so she was on felony or misdemeanor probation when he?
felony.
Felony. So both of them were on felony probation, cohabitating in the same house, unmarried.
Yes,
Did that, to your knowledge, again, I'm just talking about your knowledge and don't speculate, did that raise any problems with the Jefferson County Department of Community Supervision, Probation Department? Because you had two felony probationers cohabitating without being married.
well, I don't know, nothing ever happened about it.
Did that raise some concerns when Mr. Warden moved in with your ex-wife about your son, right?
Sure, yeah.
Did you care if your son was not in the equation? Would you have cared what your ex-wife did and who she did it with?
Absolutely not.
You have no lasting romantic attachment to Devin Michelle for you, is that right? Not the jealous ex-husband?
Nope.
All right, let's move forward to April 10th of 2020, 3 years ago. Well, before, well, this April 10th of 2020. What caused you to go over to the residence?
My son had texted me and said that his mom got him a puppy, and wanted to come by and see his puppy.
You heard, I guess, not so much testimony, a little bit of testimony, but from body cam from your ex-wife about taking him to soccer practice and you were intoxicated and all of this. What about that?
I mean, the call happened, but the context of the call didn't go like that.
How did the call go?
And I mean, I forget what the reasoning for him, not going to practice that day was, but we just said, we wasn't gonna take him to practice, he just, skipped that day. And at this point, when I talked to her, I didn't know anything about the puppy yet. He texted me about the puppy after me and her got off the phone.
Okay, and what was the relationship that you and Parker, or what was the interchange you and Parker had about the puppy?
Objection, hearsay.
Well, not for the truth, just Did he want you to come over to see the puppy? Was that your?
Oh, Mr.
I mean, just, I would
What's
throw
your-
a question.
Okay. Objection sustained.
Was it your understanding that Parker wanted you to come over and that's why you went over there?
Yes,
And did you go over and look at the puppy?
did. There about 10 minutes.
And where did you park?
I pulled into their driveway at 414 Lofton.
Where was Parker when you pulled in?
They came, him and one of the kids that was with him, it was just a boy. They came out of the house with the puppy, and I never went inside. But I mean, at that point, I used to go in the house, and I mean, my ex didn't even care if I went in the house at that time without her there. But I didn't that day. He brought the puppy outside, and I sat there and talked to the two kids for about 10 minutes and told them I was leaving.
Petted the dog, played with the dog?
Yep.
Nice dog.
Yep, little puppy.
Um,
Did not steal the dog.
What did you do after you finished with your son, the dog, and his friend? Did you leave or did you stay?
Well, I was getting ready to back out of the driveway, and I lived in the house for about 15 years, so I know the people in the neighborhood. And the guy Carlos across the street, hollered at me.
And
before I got in
then,
trouble.
let me stop you there. That's the Carlos that we see on the video?
Yeah, the officer went over to his house.
The top, okay, so
The
is that
Puerto
Carlos?
Rican guy.
That's who you're talking,
Yes.
right? So go ahead. So you saw Carlos and what?
Yeah, so I just told him I was gonna back into his yard. I did. I backed out of the driveway into his yard, almost directly across the street, not quite, but just a little bit down the road. I just backed in his yard, went over there and started talking to him.
Was there anything about the conversation you had with Parker when you were playing and looking at the dog that raised your concerns, or any issues that Parker may have conveyed? Because not telling me what Parker said, but just how it affected you, your mental functioning, that raised some concerns.
Yeah, well, it just, there's
Normal
my puppy, fed the puppy. I mean, there's nothing was said.
Nothing was said by Parker that raised your alarm, raised your ire, that angered you, caused you concern, right? So what did you and Carlos do?
I got out, hey, what's up? And he got it, I mean, pretty quick. He asked me about, Jason, and what I thought about
If you
Jason.
can't tell me what he said, but did you convey what you thought about Jason to Carlos?
Yes.
And how long did you and Carlos talk?
I mean, we wasn't talking but about 10 minutes before Jason got there. Jason pulled up. I didn't know he was gonna come home.
Were you maintaining a line of sight on the house from or were you able to maintain a line of sight to the house when you were talking to Carlos? You stayed outside?
Yes,
Nothing obstructed your view or anything?
no.
What did you observe when you observed Mr. Warden arrive at your house?
Jason he parked on the road where that white car was in the video. Got out of the car. He started walking across the yard. When I left the house, my son and that kid, they put the puppy up and they ran back to the backyard.
Mhm.
And so it was just Jason. He was walking across the yard heading towards the house. He spotted my truck over there. So he stops and he's looking at my truck. He sees me over there. And at that time, my son and that kid had come back from the backyard and was running right there where Jason was. And Jason starts saying something to my son. He started pointing down into my son's face and pointing across the street.
Stand up and demonstrate what you observed.
So Parker's standing right here. I'm in that area. He's pointing down at my son's face like this and pointing across the street at me. I can't hear what he's saying because I'm too far away.
All right.
But I'm assuming I know what it is.
What did you observe about his manner, or disposition, or demeanor when he was pointing at Parker's face?
Looked aggressive to me.
That was your interpretation?
Yeah.
Did you form a determination in your mind to do something or take a particular course of action when you observed that?
Yeah, I decided I was gonna go over there and confront him about it.
Okay. Was it your intent to go over there and punch him and to fight him and to throw him around and to assault him?
No, I was gonna go over there and go have a conversation about what's going on. Why he got a problem with me coming to see my son?
What opinion did you form in your mind when you observed Mr. Warden's actions towards your son, pointing at him and pointing at you? What did you interpret that?
No, I mean, he was getting on to him about me being there in the first place.
And was it your intent to go have a discussion with him about that
Yes,
in an attempt to peacefully resolve whatever issue
Yes,
was?
because I mean, my ex-wife knew I was coming over there. Like I said, it wasn't even uncommon back then. Neither him or her had a problem with me coming over there when they wasn't there.
At the time, on April 10th of 2023, what was your work schedule? When did you work next?
No, I had to work the next day, but
What time would you have had to go into work the next day?
4 o'clock well, I mean, I would have been at work at 4 o'clock in the morning, so I had to get up around 3:30.
Since you had to be on work on duty at 4 a.m.,
Yes,
could you be intoxicated at the time that this is alleged to have occurred on April 10th and been able to go to, or legally able to go to work at 4
No.
a.m.?
can't have, no drugs, alcohol in the system whatsoever.
And are you regularly drug tested and alcohol tested and
Yes,
Coast Guard, or whether you tested?
well, our company tests us, but if you have a positive, it goes to the Coast Guard.
And you could lose your livelihood, your license.
I could go, I mean, if somebody gets hurt on the boat under my supervision, but I got alcohol and drugs in my system, I go to prison.
They're pretty serious. All right, so what happened? I mean, do you start walking across the street or start going to the house, the residence?
Yeah, I started walking over there. You want to go ahead?
Yeah, what happened after you started walking?
Yeah, so when Jason got done saying whatever he said to my son, he said he saw me coming, and I never took my eyes off of him. He never looked back. Once he picked his bag up, he walked walked over to the house. And my son and the boy, they come by and say, "Hey, what's up, Dad?" or something, and I didn't say nothing to him. And I just kept walking towards the door. And Jason ended up coming back. He put his bag, he had his backpack, set it in the house, and he came back outside, and me and him met up on the front porch. And I asked him what the problem was, if he's got a problem, me coming over here and seeing my son, and he got aggressive.
When you said that, to the best of your recollection, what precisely did you say? What words did you use?
Man, I was heated, so I mean, there was cuss words and all this. You want me to go ahead and say it all out?
Well, you could maybe spell them, I guess, or you don't have to actually say them, but you were using
Yeah, both of us were, me and him.
heated conversation.
Right.
And the point of your conversation was to convey to him what?
That I wanted to know what the problem was with me coming over here and seeing my son, because there hadn't been one before.
And how is he responding to that?
With aggression.
How? What, verbal aggression, physical?
Yeah, it started out as verbal, and then he lunged at me
And to be clear, when he lunged at you, where were you positioned?
outside the house, on the right there at the front porch, like the walkway coming up.
And when he lunged at you, what happened?
I went back, he threw the punch, and then I come back at him, and I ended up hitting him, he went to the ground. And then, I hit him 2 more times, and then I was like, well, this done got out of control now, so I went back to my truck, I left.
And that's where we are today, right? Only between today and then, you got indicted for a felony, right?
Right,
And that's when you came to see me, right?
that's right.
Well, actually, I think we talked before that, right?
Yeah, when this happened,
When it happened. What did I advise you about giving a statement to the police,
told me not to.
not to talk to them?
Right,
And you did that on my advice, right?
that's right.
So you were eventually indicted for a felony, is that right? As we said,
Yes.
we back up. Do you know if a witness went and talked to the police?
From the incident that
The
day,
incident, right?
it was my understanding that, Carlos said what he said that day. There was a neighbor, Ronnie, so where the other kids that were with my son, where they lived at that house that the cop went over there and was talking to the kids at.
Right.
So it was, the kids belonged to the guy Ronnie that I'm bringing up. The kids are his daughter's kids, so he's the granddad, and he lived in a mobile home right there next to the house. And it was Ronnie that went and talked to the.
Was it your understanding that Ronnie went to the Fort Dodge Police Department and gave a statement as a witness, is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Is he deceased now, or do you know?
They passed away.
Did he pass away before or after the felony was dismissed? You know? I don't remember.
I guess it would have been after. Yeah, 'cause that's been 2 years. We've been in misdemeanor court for 2 years, so, yeah, I think it was after.
What was your understanding, or do you know which, he gave the statement to an investigator, or did he give it?
I'm not sure.
Alright, so you get indicted for second degree burglary to habitation, intent to commit assault, correct?
Mhm.
You have to answer yes or no.
Yes,
And so we start going, do we start going to felony, right?
yes,
How many times, and it's the 252nd District Court, correct?
yes.
Judge West?
Yeah, Judge West.
Do you recall how many times we went to court before it got dismissed?
Twice.
The time before it got dismissed, the last time we went, what did we do? Do you remember?
We went in front of the judge, said we're gonna set it for trial, and then the DA dismissed it.
To your knowledge, was it dismissed as part of some kind of agreement, or was it just dismissed because we set it for trial?
Just because we set it for trial, there was no agreement.
In other words, there wasn't an agreement that they're gonna dismiss it and then we're gonna come try it as a misdemeanor. That was a condition for dismissal. That wasn't anything evil, right? It just got dismissed and now we're here at commission.
Yes,
You understand? Is it your testimony that when you had the physical contact with Mr. Ward that you were acting in self-defense?
yes,
Were you acting because you reasonably believed that the force you were using was necessary to defend yourself and protect
Yes.
yourself? And was that based upon the force that he had used against you?
yeah, I mean, there was no force. I mean, they tried to use force. So, I mean, I wanted to stop him from getting up and doing it again.
Well, his apparent use of force, his use of apparent force.
Yes,
Right. So whatever you did, was it in response, a reasonable response to your perception of his use of illegal force, his apparent use of force against
I
you?
believe so.
So you're acting in self-defense.
Yes.
That's what,
Response right in.
Sorry. Hey, Mr. Portier. You said for your job that you get tested for drugs and alcohol, correct?
Yes.
Were you tested for drugs and alcohol on April 11th, 2023?
No.
Okay, so when you said earlier you couldn't have been drunk because you have work in the morning because you get tested, you weren't tested, right?
No, never know what I'm gonna be.
Correct. So there's nothing from the lack of you having that job in the morning where you can get tested that would prevent you from being drunk on April 10th, 2023, right?
I don't decide getting up and going to work in the morning. Gotta get up at 3:30 in the morning.
All right. You could while you were intoxicated, or if you had drank the day before, correct?
But want to.
You wouldn't want to. All right. Still possible. Do you recall in the videos that we watched, your wife saying that she spoke to you on the phone
Yes,
and that she told the officers that you were clearly intoxicated and she did not want you coming to the house to pick up Parker for soccer practice?
yes, I heard say that.
All right. And you also heard Jason tell the police officers and this jury that when you came there that day, that he believed you were intoxicated because he could smell alcohol in your breath, right?
Yes, I heard say that.
When this all happened, when it went down, let's say, you said your son was coming back from the backyard to the front yard, right?
Yeah, when I went across the street is when he come from the backyard to the front yard.
Okay. So when you get to the front of the house, he's standing behind you in the front yard, right?
When I walked back over,
Yes, when you get to the house, when you confront Jason at the doorway, he's standing behind you in the front yard.
they passed by me in the front yard, and then he saw that I was angry, and then they ran back around to the side of the house, maybe to the backyard. I mean, I couldn't see where they went.
Okay. But you heard him tell the police officers that he saw you walk up to the front of the house, right? And that you didn't have a beer in your hand,
Right,
in direct contradiction to what Jason had told the police.
right.
But he saw you go up to the house.
Yeah.
And you heard him when the police officers asked him, or when Jason was giving his testimony, he said he was drunk. He walked up to the house with a beer and yada yada. And Parker goes out of his way and says, no, he didn't. He didn't have a beer. That was a lie, right?
Right.
So he contradicts what Jason was telling him. Do you remember any other contradictions made by Parker about the story that Jason was saying?
I mean, just the fact that I was drunk anyways, in the first place.
Right. So when Jason's telling the officers in front of your boy that you came up there, you hit him, he doesn't say, well, Parker or Jason attacked him first. My daddy was acting in self-defense. His only defense for you was that you weren't drinking beer. Is that right?
Right.
Pass the whip.
Nothing further on.
Okay. Mr. Portier, you step down.
Your Honor, I anticipate resting. I would re-urge my motion and then I'd rest.
Motion is denied.
Then we rest.
Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, both the state and the defense has rested their cases. We have to have what is called a charge conference. And I say we, I'm talking about the court and the attorneys. And so the court is going to draft a charge prior to the state and the defense doing closing arguments. Well, before they do closing arguments, the court will read to you a charge. That takes some time. Right now, it's 4 minutes to 5. And so we're going to take a break for the evening. And we're going to have, let me see. Thinking about having y'all come back tomorrow at 2 instead of 1:30 because we have a big docket in the morning and we have to have this charge conference and it may take some time. So we're going to have each and every one of you to come back at 2 p.m. on tomorrow. Please have a seat out in front of the hallway and when we're ready, the bailiff will come and get you. Okay? And make sure that everybody have the badges on. Everyone please stand as the jury exits the courtroom. You may be seated. Court will be in recess till 2 p.m. on tomorrow. Everyone, please have a